Tornado Cash wins a huge case in the United States. This altcoin surged 500% in a day, and can Bitcoin go to $740,000 in the next few years? This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, is not financial advice, and wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Alright, guys, starting off today, can Bitcoin hit $740,000 as blockchain adoption still lags, according to Pantera Capital? Well, Bitcoin's market cap could reach $15 trillion if Bitcoin reaches $740,000 per coin, according to Pantera Capital's CEO. So, in a note to investors, Dan Morehead emphasized that 95% of financial wealth has yet to engage with the technology, describing the industry as being in the early stages of mass transformation. If Bitcoin were to reach the $740,000 mark, it would represent a market cap of $15 trillion, still modest compared to the $500 trillion in global financial assets, according to Morehead. And Morehead highlighted Bitcoin's historical growth, which has already seen 3 orders of magnitude in price increases, arguing that another such leap remains plausible, and he framed Bitcoin and blockchain assets as having a uniquely compelling investment use case, citing their high potential return relative to their risk profile, and the expected value of a trade is the most compelling I've seen in almost 40 years of doing this. Morehead expressed cautious optimism about the sector's long-term prospects. At the time of writing, Bitcoin is trading at just around 94.3, so we have made a slight comeback. I don't know if we're going to do what we were saying yesterday, where we come up here and then continue back down. It is Thanksgiving. Historically, on Thanksgiving tomorrow, prices do dip, and they dip pretty hard, but then it comes back by Christmas. So we do have that coming. Unfortunately, I'm not looking forward to a higher low, so I would like to see us break above and then hold this line and then go to $100,000. But we'll have to see. This could just be a lower high bounce, and so everything looks really nice. Everything is green right now, but we might still be going down. So watch out for this over the next day and see what happens on Thanksgiving with lower liquidity. But yeah, Bitcoin is holding around at $94,500 right now. And then Cardano's founder, Charles Hoskinson, also said this about Bitcoin, which I'll play real quick.
As good as Ethereum can be, and Solana can be, and Cardano can be, let's be intellectually honest about this. Governments are talking about a strategic reserve of Bitcoin and Bitcoin alone. It's their entry point. And perhaps in 5 or 10 and 15 years, that dialogue and narrative will change. But it is my belief that Bitcoin is going to go to $250,000 to $500,000 within the next 12 to 24 months because of the investment inflows and the great interest that has been achieved. This will translate to an ecosystem whose value is starting to approach that of gold, an asset humans have used as a store of value for over 5,000 years. Simply put, Bitcoin is the store of value for the internet, and it will remain in that role for the foreseeable future now that it has a DeFi layer.
So yeah, Charles is also saying we could be seeing a $250,000 to $500,000 Bitcoin, but this is in the next 12 to 24 months, which would be very interesting. And then we also have the biggest story of today is the U.S. court blocks Tornado Cash sanctions, protecting privacy. So it seems like we've just been getting nonstop news since Trump won in the United States. It's just nonstop, like, good crypto news. So for those of you who don't know, Tornado Cash was this mixer where you would send your crypto in and then it would spit it out to like 10 different addresses on the other side, and you would never know where that money went because it also went with a bunch of other people's money at the same time. And so it was able to mix up your money and basically stop the trail from being tracked. And so you could see why a lot of criminals might use this, but also a lot of people who don't want their transactions always tracked on chain, on the blockchain, they would use it as well. I know people who have used this for completely normal transactions. Last year, the United States Treasury sanctioned it, claiming it was being used by criminals, but many argue that sanctions went too far, targeting open source technology instead of bad actors. And so the court has agreed. It ruled that Tornado Cash's smart contracts, or pieces of code that operate automatically on the blockchain, aren't property, and these contracts are open source and can't be owned by anyone, so they legally can't be sanctioned. The ruling means that U.S. citizens can once again use Tornado Cash without fear of breaking the law, and Coinbase, which is a leading crypto company in the United States, helped challenge the sanctions and called the decision a victory for liberty. Paul Grewal, the chief legal officer of Coinbase, wrote this big thread. He wrote, "Privacy wins. Today, the Fifth Circuit held that U.S. Treasury sanctions against Tornado Cash smart contracts are unlawful. This is a historic win for crypto and all who cares about defending liberty. Coinbase is proud to have helped lead this important challenge." And then we go over to the Tornado Cash token, and this is the chart of the token. You can see here for the last, like, what is it, years? For 2 years, it sat between $8 and like $2. And then overnight we go from $3 to $40 overnight. And actually we are now consolidating around $20. So I could definitely see this keep going up. It's going to probably keep going up at some point over the next day as it consolidates. Probably something like this, or it'll go like that, and then back up to $40. And especially now that U.S. citizens can now actually use this completely legally, I'm sure this token will go up, and a lot of privacy tokens will go up as well. But yeah, this is a big win for crypto, for privacy, and just a lot of great things coming out of the US for crypto nowadays. Welcome to a new segment called News You Can Use. Privacy projects got some encouragement from the US Federal Appeals Court ruling on Tornado Cash yesterday, and privacy as a group is up 5.5% in the last 24 hours. The leading privacy project Monero is up 25% in the last 24 hours, while private AI marketplace ZKML is up the most at 41% in the last 24 hours. It's been a good day for privacy. But at the same time, smart contract platforms and liquid staking platforms did even better. Smart contract platforms are up 248% in the last 24 hours, with 10% gains in the last 24 hours from big names like Cardano, Algorand, Stellar Lumens, Near, BitTensor, and Sui. These are some big gains for leading blue chip projects. By far, the biggest gainer is liquid staking platforms, which seems surprising. You can only have liquid staking platforms where large volumes of stakers are, and the biggest by far is Ethereum. So Ethereum is up some on the news, but all the liquid stakers from Lido to Rocket Pool to Mantle to Frax are all higher today. Frax is up almost 11% on this news. And all three sectors of privacy, smart contracts, and liquid stakers could move higher from here as the US provides more clarity on where OFAC can regulate on crypto in the United States and where it cannot. So what court decisions are coming up next that you can trade on? Well, the SEC has outstanding cases against Coinbase, Kraken, and Uniswap. If Coinbase wins, then you can expect similar results with some of the base ecosystem coins. And if Uniswap wins, you can expect the Uni token to pump as well, and potentially Optimism and other Optimism ecosystem chains that are part of the superchain. The Optimism superchain is where Uniswap is building out its own Uni chain and leaving Ethereum, so it and other superchain members will benefit the most from a Uniswap victory. Plus, if Uniswap wins, then Curve, Aave, and PancakeSwap benefit from the added clarity for US customers. And then we have Thena's price jumps 500% following Binance's listing announcement. So for those who don't know, Thena is the ultimate decentralized exchange built on BNB, and of course it was listed on Binance. So this is a perp dex. It's, big liquidity pool dex, and you can see they have a lot of spot leverage trading. And so it was just a big dex that was being built on, on BNB chain. And so it launched on Binance, and of course it raged 500% in the last 24 hours. So Thena's price has surged 500% in the last 24 hours. Built on BNB chain and OPBNB, the liquidity layer token is rapidly gaining traction in the market. Now, Binance announced on November 26th that they will list the token, and following the announcement, it of course surged 500%. Binance is one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges, and so obviously for multiple reasons, the price pumped. Now we can see the token still up 185% right now. This is absolutely insane for a token. Basically similar to the Tornado Cash token, but this one is just going straight up. I think this is more than actually 500%. We went from 21 cents. Yeah, at this point it's more than that. We're at like a 1300%, so 14x in the last 24 hours. Absolutely insane. There's no TA that you can really do on this right now. There's nothing you can say like, hopefully get a pullback and a consolidation, but the pullback might be something like all the way down here. We'll have to see. It's hard to do TA on a coin that's up 14x in a single day. But yeah, that's Thena. So that's a new DEX built on BNB. So if you're looking for a DEX on BNB, Thena seems to be doing well. Recently, Seedworld just took a snapshot for token allocations for one of the 250 treasure islands, Whale Island. You can stake your S-World tokens on other islands as well. And now Seedworld has released some of its pre-alpha game footage where you can see how to build, attack, defend, and move between resource lands and islands and beyond the keep. Honestly, this game footage is so good, we're just gonna let it play for you, sound and all, so you can see how good it is. This is some of the best game footage we've seen anywhere for Web3 games, and you still have a chance to claim lands and tokens by staking Seedworld or buying a seed root and preparing for the full game launch of Beyond the Keep with the link down below. Moving on to Cardano, which has set new network growth records amid price volatility. So Cardano has actually been doing surprisingly well over the past few weeks. We had it down here at just the beginning of the month. We had it around 32 cents. So it's done a 3x, and for Cardano to do a 3x with its massive market cap, that's big. So Cardano's blockchain network is experiencing its most rapid growth since June 2023, according to recent data from Into the Block. The surge in network activity comes as the cryptocurrency maintains strong weekly gains despite the recent market volatility. So data from Into the Block reveals a sharp uptick in new addresses creation on the Cardano network, reaching levels not seen in the past 18 months. And the metric, which tracks daily number of new addresses participating in their first transactions, suggests a growing interest in the blockchain platform. And so the increase in new addresses could stem from multiple sources, including first-time investors entering the market. They always seem to flock to Cardano as first-time users for some reason, previous users returning to the network, and existing users creating additional wallets for various purposes. This combination of factors points to broader adoption of the cryptocurrency, and of course, whales are always stocking Cardano as well. So Cardano looking great on the daily chart, and we just have to see if Bitcoin wants to roll over, because that's kind of affect everything here. We are heading up to a little level of resistance here at this order block, so this isn't something that I would want to be buying right now. But if we do come down here, if we consolidate somewhere around 80 cents, or if we can hold above that, I'd like to buy there. Or likewise, if we were able to break above this level and then consolidate and go above and retest this level at $1.04 to $1.06, that's another area as well that I would like to buy. So one of those two areas, either we're going to break down and Bitcoin's going to go to like $88,000 and Cardano will probably come back down to 80 cents. Or if it holds up, then we break through this resistance and then we kind of retest this level, and that's another place to pick up Cardano if you're looking to pick it up. A lot of newcomers to the crypto space like Cardano. Maybe it's the cost, maybe because it's under $1. I don't know what it is, but everyone seems to go to Cardano when they first find out about crypto. Maybe it's because it's on the most amount of exchanges. But yeah, Cardano. Everyone loves Cardano. And then lastly, we have Virtual's protocol is transforming AI in gaming. So with Virtual's protocol, these AI agents are more than just characters in game. They're autonomous. They can make their own decisions. They're multi-module, and they can talk, move, and communicate in 3D. And they can even interact with their environment. And so what makes these AI agents special? These agents from Virtual are like virtual influencers, and they can play roles in games and even work as NPCs or non-playable characters in a way that feels more real. They can even exist across multiple platforms at the same time, like Roblox, Telegram, or other popular games, and keep track of their experiences and interactions. So you have like this AI NPC character of yours that can be like in Telegram, it can be in your Roblox, it can be in your Minecraft world, it can be everywhere. And this is where we're going in the future, and this is kind of crazy. So this means that, like us, these agents can remember things they've done in other apps, allowing them to form deeper connections with users over time, which creates a richer experience for everyone involved and helps developers make more money in the long run. Let me play this video for you, this video from Virtuals.
Co-ownership of AI is here. Virtuals Protocol presents Real Agents, Real Revenue. Tokenizing agents with 100% fair launch. No insiders. Revenue generated by agents is used to buy back and burn agent tokens. All on-chain. Discover agents with 1000x potential. Simple, fast, accessible. Co-own agents now at app.virtuals.io.
Pretty crazy. It actually has like this guy says, it has the logo of Vine. So when I saw this logo, I thought of Vine and influencers from Vine as well. So maybe we're gonna have that with like anime type characters now as virtual avatars. I've been seeing a lot of AI agents recently, and obviously, you know, AI agents is kind of like this big buzzword, but seeing these in different games and you can go across different apps is pretty wild. And so that's Virtuals Protocol. And then lastly, we are here still kind of pumping on Bitcoin. We'll have to see how we do, like I said, for Thanksgiving. Low liquidity, not much money in the markets on Thanksgiving tomorrow. So we might have a little bit of a pump up here, and then we come back down, unfortunately, and then go back down. We'll have to see what happens. I'd hope it doesn't happen, but, you know, we'll have to see. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.